people, welcome to another episode of Bethel Brothers Hot Rod Project 69. It's the weekend. I don't feel like going out and gold mining. Besides that, I broke my sucker, so I gotta fix that. It finally snapped. As you can see, the windows are taped, and that's because I'm prepping to do a lot more primer work. Got some body work to do. Yeah. Anyway, I took off this lower detail here. Don't like it. Gonna eliminate these little bobs because there is a big dent right here. Something hit it. I'm not sure what it is. In this low light, you can really see it well, so I gotta tape all that up. Inside, I've been doing some work too. And ta-da! Oh look, ta-da! It looked like that. Now it looks like this. What I use in here, it's not Dynomat. It's for ducks, ducting. Stuff's like 18 bucks a roll. It's pretty wide and it's pretty long. At least that's what I tell them. Ha 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 ha! Shut up. Frost King. Duct installation. It's wrapping your ducks to keep them efficient, man. Joey used a different version. That was bitchathane. It's tar kind of base. This stuff has like this real super sticky thin foam layer, so it conforms well to stuff. I like it. It's cheaper. Tomato kind of thing with me and him. It depends on the day. Some days we like each other, other days we want to kill each other, so that's just how it goes, man. I took all the dash and junk out, gonna take the steering wheel off, but some other problem I found was all this rust is being caused by all this crap. You see how that behind there looks kind of okay? You get up here, where the dash pad is, look at all this crap. All the old junk they put in there, the seam seal is coming out. So I gotta dig all that crap out. Probably take off all of this. Man, there's just all work and no play. All work productions. You like that? Eh? You like that? Anyway, that's what I gotta do. It's like everything. So I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna work on. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do something today. Okay, so I had to get like a screwdriver, and the stuff just started chipping out in chunks. And it's not as bad as I thought. There's just an ugly seam in there. You have to wire brush it out, clean it out, but I think I can do it without removing the trim, which is kind of cool because it's a pain in the ass to get that stuff on. I'm going to have to do the other side, blah, blah, blah. It's not worth watching. I'm using a little hammer and a screwdriver and old flathead that I sharpen the tip on really sharp with my grinder of doom. With a grinder of doom. So, I'm going to do a little of that. I'm going to just keep jumping around. I'm not going to do just one thing at a time. I have to do that at work all the time, and it reminds me of work. Not that I hate my job. I'm doing some really cool work. Maybe I'll flash some pictures. Some of the stuff we did. We did some decks. Lots of siding. It's not exciting. Doing siding. It's just siding. So, more work on this to come. All work, all work, all work, all work, all work. So I've done some more body work, done some sanding using rather large block styrofoam to get it down and nice. I knocked off that thing that said custom camper. It is not staying on there. This thing is nearly impossible to get apart in pieces because they did these little spot welds on everything. So rather than cut all the spot welds just to get the stupid fender off, I'm going to work on those holes, get those filled up. Good alignment, decent alignment, good line all the way down, good line all the way down. The hood's not shut all the way, so anyway, bad line. It's a huge line. I can get my whole finger in that one. See what I mean? So what I did was stick a piece of tape, drew the edge of this line. I just put the tape up there and then drew the line even where the body bend was at. Body bend. And I bent up this here piece of steel to fit it. It's a cheap piece of steel from Lowe's. And then I transposed it on it so I can cut my piece to put in there to weld to fix this. What had happened is, dude, the gap on either side of the bumper is different, so he hit something over here and it bent everything on this side. So needless to say, everything else lines up except for that. Just that. So rather than screw with all of this, I'm going to just fix that. Call it good. Shave where I need to shave, make a nice line, and be done. I am going to have to go get some different body filler. I can't do the, like you can see in the sanding, the high points with the fiberglass. There's a bunch of ugly there, see it? That'll end up showing through the paint. So anywhere it's doing that, you have an option. You can keep spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying with paint until that goes away, or go get a different body filler. And again, it's nothing but all work. Kind of like the way it's looking. And I'm painting the handles and everything outside because they are scratched up. You can see the actual bare metal. It's been used too many times, so they're all going to get painted. What else? Oh, I got all this stuff out and cleaned out. What I'm going to do is kind of repeat what they did, but I'm going to get a better type of filler to squirt in there, and then I might even cover that with a thin bead of fiberglass. That way the sealant, even if it wears out, still can't be, and if I need to get it out, chipping through the thin layer of fiberglass won't be that hard. But primarily it came out. This thing's going to have a really nice paint job when it's done. So the holes are gone, and that's just welding. I got to sand and take some more down, but the white kind of hides it. And then the gap, I just cut a piece of metal, and I need to do some more work, like up in here, a little more sanding. It's just hard to keep skipping off. Maybe you can see some of the marks, ba-bap. But it closed the gap a little more, and yes, the door does open. Look at that clearance, barely anything. It's not rubbing the paint off, so it's not hitting. Man, is this super close. What else did I do? Got all the junk out, gotta fix that. Didn't really do anything to the inside, ran out of time. The only other thing you haven't seen was I bought this bed. It's off a Z71 Chevy. I like the flared fenders. Z71 off-road. But when I bought it, I didn't realize it was for an extra cab. So look at all this space I have. And before you give me too much crap, I'm thinking about putting my gas tank in here and then boxing this in. So we'll see. There's some fiberglass damage over here I gotta fix. This whole thing's fiberglass. The only thing that's metal is the tailgate and this top piece and the tombstone right there. The rest of it's fiberglass. And it's a little long. So I'm gonna have to do some modification to make this thing work. But this will be what the truck kind of looks like when it's done ish, if you can see it. Still a lot of work to do, but I kind of like the way it's looking. So, I think that's it, people. Okay, people, there you have it. You saw my deck. Got some work done. Wasn't all of it, but I think I got some done. Kind of happy with how that door turned out, man. Kind of like that gap a little better. I need to get some better body fillers, some light body fillers, so I can smooth out some of these lumps and bumps and cottage cheese. Still got to weld the mirror plates on because it's a big metal, and that's for another episode, and it sucks. Still got to knock off these little penny points. I'm going to take some either tube steel and stuff and box that in and try moving the gas tank from inside where I could blow up and die out here to where I'm somewhat safe. Get rid of this. Why don't I get another gas tank to go underneath? Because I'm cheap and they're $300 and I don't have it. So I'm going to work with what I have like I always have. But I'm starting to see what I'm going to have when I'm done. It's going to look kind of cool. Like that big window. I don't know why this thing sits up pretty high. It's a beefy truck. Thanks for tuning in and watching, people. Peace out, babies.